Good afternoon, you all. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News, you all. I am your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I have a very disturbing case for you all today about a case out of New Orleans, you all, where this young lady stabbed both of her kids, you all, and blamed it on the baby's father, you all, because they was going through a small custody battle. And like I said, this is a very sad and disturbing case because the little sister, after stabbing her kids, you all, jumped on Instagram Live and was, full of blood, so forth and so on, and said that she was dying and that her kids were already dead, you all, and that, her life was over behind a dispute with her baby's father, you all, in which, like I said, they was going through a custody battle. Now, this particular custody battle, you all, it was not a full custody battle. It was only joint custody, you all. Joint custody. So this particular ex-couple could actually co-parent, you all. And at the bottom of the link, I did add 10 tips, good solid tips, you all, on effective co-parenting, and I did add it into my description, you all. Like I said, this was a very disturbing case, so I want to come on and share a few things about it, and also share, like I said, most importantly, these tips, you all, because for a woman, I mean, you got to realize that this is not the end of the world, you all, and I say that this is not the end of the world. A breakup with your boyfriend or your husband, so forth and so on, it's not Christ-like. It's not nothing that God wants for two individuals to be separated. I mean, it's all the devil. He come to rob, steal, and destroy, and separate families, you all. But in this particular case, you all, thankfully, the father was somewhere close, you all. From my impression, I will read you all the news clip and article, as well as the view the clip, you all. But like I said, in this particular case, it was so sad because this particular family and where this lady and this woman was staying was directly next to a church, you all, which also made this particular case pretty sad, you all, because the lady could have reached out and got some kind of help some other way, you all, besides particularly blaming it on the baby's father. Like I said, I'm under the impression that they were separated. They did break up, and he was living somewhere close, you all, because the baby's father actually saw the Instagram Live, you all, and rushed to his baby mother's house where his kids was located to actually break in the window and get in there and proceed to try to save his kids, you all, to try to save his kids. And like I say, he did get there in a timely fashion, as fast as he could, based on he was seeing this particular incident unfold on the live, you all, and mind you, she had already stabbed the kids, you all. So time was a factor, and he did all he could do to get there, you all. Like I said, this was very sad because this is a father that he didn't neglect his children, you all. He tried to do what he can do to be in their lives, and as far as when couples break up, sometimes the baby mother is going through a lot of things. She is stressed out, having to take on a lot of these duties by herself, you all. But in this particular case, like I said, the father was willing to help and was trying to do all he could do to be there, you all. And in this particular case, due to the breakup, the baby mother was not allowing him to see the kids, was not allowing him to see the kids, visit the kids, and playing certain games with the baby's father, you all, and which led him to do this, you all. It led him, I said, it led him to file for joint custody. But mind you all, this is just a small step, you all. It's not nothing to break down about on either side, whether you be the mother or the father. It's just only somebody to come in and kind of mediate things and kind of bring things to some kind of common understanding where you all can share, these particular parenting duties, whether it be they stand with you for a month or two, and then, they stand with the baby's father for a month or two, you all. Like I said, this particular case was not the end of the world. It was not something to really actually break down about. And like I said, what was so disturbing to me is that they had a church, you all, not even blocks away, less than a block away, particularly the next yard over, you all. I said it, particularly the next yard over. All my life I've dreamed to live that close to a church of my preference that I can get out and, pretty much walk to, you all, and not have all these complications of getting back and forth with these gas prices, so forth and so on. But like I said, she had some help, with not so much as in help, but she had a church program and some people that was close enough to assist her, you all. And that's another thing. When you is having some kind of dispute with the father of your kids, I mean, especially when he trying to help you, especially when he trying to do something to reach out and assist you, and being spiteful, she had came to the conclusion that she had come to, you all. And then what particularly sad to me is that she tried to blame it on him just for joint custody. That's only like 50%, you all. Like I said, it's very sad and very poor excuse to me, you all, this particular case and incident. Before I go off any deeper into this particular thing, I need to read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Title 17, Sections 107. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use, you all. Like I said, this was pretty disturbing to me, you all, especially her getting on Instagram Live, with this particular thing. A lot of people have been hurt and harmed on these particular lives, and it's a sad thing, when you involve the world, and then, when the world get involved, then you all, some of these people do not understand how the choices they made are so bad and so extreme, you all. I said it, very extreme, for someone to kill their own children behind what they perceive to be the end of the world, you all. Like I said, and this is particularly not the case at all. Particularly not the case at all, you all. Like I say, it's a mom stabs young children, killing daughter in a custody battle, the police said. They say 2 children were stabbed in their home by their own mother on Sunday in New Orleans, you all. The incident took place about 11 a.m. local time at the home of a Florida area neighborhood, according to the police. The woman, 31 years old, Janae Padiscalu, stabbed the 2 children and kills and the 4-year-old girl and the 2-year-old boy, killing the older child and severely injuring the other. It say while the police initially, excuse me, you all. It say while the police initially vogued about the relationship between the suspect and the victim, telling WVUE that the station was a guardian in nature, and a department on Monday confirmed to Newsweek that Podeskelu is the mother of the two children. So you all, they when the officers got there, they was kind of confused, you all, because like I said, the father was trying to actually get them to the hospital, you all. He proceeded to bring his daughter out, and she was kind of walking, and then she collapsed, you all, and while he was carrying his son to actually get them into the vehicle and try to get them to the hospital, you all, where unfortunately his daughter passed and his son is currently in critical condition. It said Podeskelu is the mother of the two children. She faces charges of second-degree murder, attempted second-degree murder, and second-degree cruelty to a juvenile. I don't know which person that was, you all. It said court documents obtained by Noya.com show that Podeskelu has been involved in a custody battle with the father of the two children, y'all, Jermaine Roberts, you all, and condolences and prayers go out to brother Jermaine Roberts, you all, especially if you hear me, brother Jermaine, I will be praying for you, and you keep your head up. It said Robert sued Podeskelu in April for joint custody, you all, alleging that she was not allowing him to see the children and was not a stable or providing a healthy environment. And he was already saying that, you know, something was mentally wrong with her, you know. I don't know how he didn't really kind of understand this before he decided to have two children with the young lady, but you know, I'm pretty sure that somewhere down the line he tried to make that relationship work, you all. And like I said, even though they did separate and was separated, this man was literally staying somewhere close by, you all. And that's a great sign of love, you know, because like I said, he wasn't that far, you all. He got there as fast as he could, you know, and I commend them for that. You all. It said a hearing is said to be held this month. You know, it said. Let me say that alarm raised. It said an alarm was raised over the situation when Podeskelu posted the video to her Instagram account. In the video, in what appeared to be a blood-stained tank top, you all, she tearfully addressed to the camera, made remarks about her children. The video has since been deleted, but multiple local outlets were able to relay its content. So it's still some content out there about this, but they particularly took it off of Instagram. It said, I'm dying, Podeskelu reportedly said in the video. My children is dead. I'm dying. I'm done with life. And it's all Jermaine's fault. You know, it's not Jermaine's fault that you want to be done with life, you all. I mean, like I said, man, we have so much to live for, you know, and the breakup is not the end of the world, you all. I said the breakup is not the end of the world. You know, I've been in some bad relationships myself and being hurt, you know, and you know, it's not the end of the world, you know, it too shall pass, you all, and things get better. You know, you have to, you know, make an effort to, you know, make things better, you all. And this is one of the things, you know, that I wanted to do while sharing these co-parenting tips, and I'm going to share with you all here in just a moment. It said Robertson surveillance video from the scene reportedly could be seen arriving at the home in a white pickup and running inside. He came outside with the children, and the older sibling appeared to be injured and fell while attempting to run to the truck, you all. It say neighbors added that Roberts allegedly had to break in the home in the front window, and he took the children to the hospital. Pedesko was arrested on the scene, you all. It said the ultimate child ultimately succumbed to her injuries, and died after being taken to the hospital. The boy, according to blank, the news station, is listed in critical condition. The New Orleans police is asking for information and surveillance videos, of any neighbors in the surrounding area, you all. Like I said, this is a sad one to me, you all, because, it was only a small custody battle, and it was not like, they was homeless or, pretty much, situation where they was in no kind of dire need of, food or necessities or nothing of that particular nature, you all. I can't wait to really see how this here particular case unfolds. But like I said, it was just a sad one, and I want to briefly share it with you all. Let me see if I can pull up this here. I do have a video that I can share with you all. Let's see. Get it going one moment.
You hear people all the time talking about integrity. For me, it's more than just a word. Integrity is what I live by. It's putting people and the community first. It's fighting for justice. I'm Ron Austin. Please, call me.
There's a mix of sadness and hurt with the loss of yet another young child in New Orleans. Someone left a stuffed animal and balloons on the stairs in front of a home in the 3100 block of Law Street. According to the NOPD, a woman was arrested here on Sunday for allegedly stabbing her two children, a 4-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old son. The young girl did not survive that attack, and the children's
and that's the father running, you all.
Scene after seeing a disturbing social media post by the mother. 31-year-old.
And you can see him running from another neighbor's camera.
He said in a blood-stained shirt, quote, "My children are dead. I'm done. I'm done with life." The father, Jermaine Rogers, had to break through a front window to get the kids and rush them to the hospital. Reverend Johnny Arvey is the pastor of the Law Street Missionary Baptist Church.
And that's the church right there to the side of it.
It hurts. It's sad. I feel for the children, the father, and even the mother. I really feel bad for her.
The 2-year-old boy is still alive tonight, and he is still in the hospital with serious injuries. Tonight, Erica Ferrando is following the story. It's just a heartbreaking one, as she's joining us live on Law Street, where police say that attack happened. Erica, what's the latest?
That's right, Katie. The stabbing happened in the house behind me, and you can see those balloons and stuffed animals still sitting outside the front door. But according to court records, the father of those two children expressed concern for their safety months ago. A devastated uncle shared these photos of his beloved 2-year-old nephew Jason and his 4-year-old niece Paris. This old photo is one he now treasures more than ever, as Paris died after the siblings' mother allegedly stabbed them. A makeshift memorial now sits outside the Law Street home where it happened around 11 Sunday morning. While Paris died at the hospital, Jason was taken to a hospital in critical condition and is recovering. NOPD arrested the children's mother, 31-year-old Janae Pedesclo, for the crime. Moments after the stabbing, a woman that appears to be Pedesclo shared a video on Instagram with blood dripping down her chest. We're not sharing the graphic video, but in it you can hear the woman say, "My children is dead. I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault." According to court records, Jermaine Roberts is the kid's father, and in April he filed a petition seeking sole custody of the two kids that would allow the mother weekend visitation rights. He claimed Pedesclo didn't let him see the children since he was in a relationship. He said in the petition, quote, "She's not stable or providing a healthy environment for the kids." He added, "The mother takes non-prescription pills, she drinks and drives under the influence." Pedesclo was set to appear in court for the custody battle in 10 days. Court records for Janae Podesclo show a criminal history including several arrests just over a decade ago for attempted simple robbery, drug charges including using a fake prescription to get drugs, aggravated assault, and last year she faced criminal damage to property charges. And now for allegedly stabbing her children, killing one, Podesclo faces charges of second-degree murder, attempted murder, and second-degree cruelty to a juvenile. A tragedy the children's uncle says he wishes he could have saved them from.
Like I said, y'all, it was a sad one, you know. Like I said, she been through a lot herself, and was going through something, you know, and particularly an alcoholic from what I'm seeing and reading now, you all, with this particular update. Because I did have a few videos, and I was trying to get the best one that had the clearest content, you all. Let me read a few tips of these co-parenting tips. Let me see, did I have it? I did add it in the link, you all. Hold on, let me see if I can get back to it. Yeah, I'm back to it, you all. All right, and this is 10 tips of co-parenting. You know, like I said, everybody, like I say, particularly in relationships, you all. So this is something, you know, that may be helpful, you know. You know, like I say, a breakup is not the end of the world. In these custody cases, you know, they can be solved, you know. It's not the end of the world, you know. I don't understand why she felt that way, you all. But it said co-parenting tips. And this is from ourfamilywizard.com, you all. Ourfamilywizard.com. And like I said, number one, it said your children's needs come first, you all. So this is what you need to know as co-parents, that the children need come first. And tip number two, you all, is prioritize communication for effective co-parenting. So prioritize this, you know, make appointments and to-do lists, you know, to communicate so you all can communicate better. It's like one of the most basic co-parenting rules is finding an effective communication strategy that works for your family. The means of being realistic about your own strengths and limitations, you all. Share these things, you know, your strengths and your weaknesses with each other, you all, so that they may know where to help you with, you know, and vice versa, you all. And it say that's parallel parenting. It said number three, you all, is stay on the same page with big stuff. You know, when it comes to big stuff, big events, big planning, you know, just make sure that the other parent is aware of these type of situations and these things that are actually going on. It says state your parenting schedule, you all. It says stick to your parenting schedule. So whatever it is, you know, if you know he's supposed to come get the kids on weekends, don't deny him that, you all. And even as a parent, you know, as a baby's father, if you are supposed to bring them kids back Sunday night, bring them back Sunday night. Don't wait till Tuesday, just trying to cause some extra conflict between you and the kids of your mother, you all. So, and tip number 5 is don't badmouth your co-parents. Don't badmouth your baby mama, you all, when you have your kids with you, you all, and vice versa. Baby mamas, don't badmouth your baby's father, because you know, these are some of the things that the children will have to deal with, you all. These type of mindsets, and they play a big role. You know, with these kids, you all, and they say make an effort to be positive. Always stay positive. Always remain positive, you all. It say highlight your co-parenting good points in your children's presence, you all. Your mom is great at coaching. Your soccer team is she, where your dad takes so much beautiful photos of you guys. You know, where she's saying her mother is better as, you know, being out there with them, coaching, so forth and so on. And the dad is better at taking pictures, So this is some of the things that, you are able to share with your children, so forth and so on. And so it said, number 7, it says empathy first. Empathy first. It said in the earlier days of divorce, it will be hard to be empathetic, towards a co-parenting, so when you first break up or part or get a divorce, it's kind of hard to get these type of things going, to get the positive communication. So be empathetic about these things. It say, so direct your empathy towards your children. It say, before you ask yourself how your children will perceive things, so it's best to, like I say, for every action is a reaction. So you have to think about how these certain things will affect your child. It said in parenting tips on number 8, it says self-care is required. As you move through the challenging times in your life, take a few minutes each day for self-care. This can be a form of positive self-talk or something concrete like exercising or a messaging, And it said number 10, you say co-parenting. It say be smart about new parents. I guess that's about if you date somebody else, if you proceeding to go on with your life without your baby's father, it said be very cautious with the next partner you pick, because these are the type of people that you're going to be allowed to be around your child, And number 10, last but not least, it says find forgiveness. Find forgiveness in your partners. Whether you break up and you male or female, find forgiveness. To be able to get past some of these things, you have to be able to forgive one another. You can't hold each other faults for the things or what was the reason why, when and how, and who broke up with who first, and who didn't love and who didn't try to do what, these are some of the petty things, so it say forgive one another, It says forgiveness is powerful and it takes a strong person to forgive. It say it is surely not at the top of your to-do list when you are in the midst of a divorce. So when you fresh breaking up, it's not the type of thing to do, to kind of apologize and to forgive someone, but this is the best thing to do for yourself, for your own soul, so that you can move on in a proper peace, in a proper mind frame to be able to take on a new relationship, It said, but once you are further away from this life impacting event, it's a work on forgiving yourself and your former spouse. You have to forgive yourself. If you made mistakes with this relationship, you have to forgive yourself and move on, and just know that if you get that opportunity again, you're going to do the best thing and the best thing you can for the well-being of your relationship. It will help you in your healing and will show the children a powerful lesson in how relentless families can be, I said I didn't want to tarry too long on this one. I just wanted to come in and just let people know that it's not the end of the world. It's ways to co-parent. It's ways to get past certain things, like I said, and this is very big, and like I say, I've never been in a situation where I felt like, because me and my baby mama didn't make it, or, things didn't turn out the way I hoped or she would hope, that I would want to kill any one of my children. And praise God that, none of my kids' mothers has taken on this particular attitude, because, like I said, it's a very, very sad thing, for people to believe that it's the end of the world, so like I say, man, that's one of the things that we all should be mindful of. I didn't want to tarry too long on this one. God First Christ game. Maybe I can come on before I lay it down on you all and give you one more good news brief, you all. You all be blessed. I'll see you all in a minute. Peace. Thank you. God First Christ Gang. We out. Thank you.